Hey, welcome to G Vibes. It's your girl G9 in the building. I got my girl Kia here.
Hey y'all.
So Kia. I didn't even tell you I was going to play a little game with you.
What
I
game?
didn't, but I'm gonna tell you now because people get scared. I'll be like, I want them to be themselves because
Oh
you
no,
seem
come on.
you cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna edit it out if you said no, don't do that.
No, we cool.
Okay, so I always play an LA game with LA natives.
Okay.
And it's not really a game, it's this or that.
Okay.
Okay, you from LA, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm from Compton. But yeah.
Yeah,
LA
okay.
County.
You from the LA County, yeah. So, first things first, I always ask people, Clippers or Lakers?
Ooh. I'm not really a basketball fan, but Lakers.
Okay, we're going to go with Lakers. How about, y'all see I got right into it? Okay, I got right into the game with her. Not even just Clippers or Lakers. What about football? We're going to go into football. How do you feel about LA Chargers or LA Rams?
I'm gonna say the Rams.
Why are you saying the Rams?
I don't
Nobody
know.
picked the Chargers ever.
Because they like real popular.
Yeah. East side or west side?
West Side.
West side is the best side, y'all. So, okay, we got another one for you. Soul food in LA or LA tacos?
Tacos.
Thank you. I be feeling like we got to tell the truth.
Yeah, I only do my family soul food, but LA tacos,
Fire.
Yeah.
Let's do, okay, I got another one for you, and this is the last one for you. You got to be real.
Okay.
Nightlife or day life in LA?
Day life, day parties.
You want to go to sleep?
I can't do the night stuff. No, I'm too grown for the night stuff.
I swear to God, I be feeling like, what happened? I used to be out all the time at night, but now I cannot go out at night.
Wait, I be out and I be dozing off.
Yes, in the corner.
Yawning? Yeah. Nah. I'm gonna do the day parties. I gotta be back home by 9.
Yeah, I feel like day parties has made its way from like the era of Drake started from the bottom. Now we
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what LA to me was like the best time when you was outside at all the day parties.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with day parties, good idea because
Yeah.
we sleepy.
After 9, it's time to go to bed.
It's time to go. So, okay, I brought Kia today. Let's just start off with Kia. I brought Kia today because I felt like the topic that I'm going to bring up today for this episode is called confidence. This is the episode number 150. I brought up confidence for this episode because I feel like a lot of women lack confidence. And I feel like sometimes it's good to hear from other people about how they interpret confidence and how they feel good, what makes them feel good. How can we give advice to women that don't feel good or are trying to reach a goal to have the best confidence they ever had? Because we, as women, to me, go through confidence issues. Sometimes we're not as confident with our stomachs, you could be the skinniest person and still not confident.
Yeah.
You could be the biggest person and not confident. You know what I'm saying? With the best personality, and people may never think that you are not confident and because the way you show it. And I want to know from you, before we get into everything with her business, I want to know with you, what makes you confident?
My confidence really came from me just loving myself. Like, it took years to get here. Now, it's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
When you start to see yourself for who you are and you be like your authentic self and accept yourself no matter what nobody else think or feel or say, then to me, like, that's how I gained my confidence. When I was young, I used to try to, seek validation and acceptance from, when I was younger, it was more so from girls. But then when I got older, teenager, young adult, I was seeking it from men. And it came from me not having my daddy in my life. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times I made the mistakes of giving myself to guys thinking that, they wanted a relationship. But once I gave myself, it was like, you played me.
Yeah.
So over time, I just had to gain that confidence in myself. Like, I always hear from people like, you beautiful. I'm not cocky.
Because you are a pretty girl.
thank you.
I wouldn't think you wouldn't even think of thing.
But when I was younger, I had issues. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all.
No.
I had issues where I didn't think I was pretty, but growing up over time and then hearing guys say, like, you beautiful or you pretty, then I started to see myself as that. And
do you feel like if a man didn't tell you that, you wouldn't believe that of yourself?
No, it just helped me to gain
that confidence. Made you more confident in yourself. I get that.
So
because we be thinking like, I know as a kid, I always was the homegirl to guys. Mm-hmm. I never had like the experience like girls like all the guys like they be all like wanted me to hang around them because they want to have fun, they want to laugh or something. It wasn't like they want to be my girlfriend. It'd be one out the crew that want me to be the girlfriend, right?
Not all of them.
Not all of them. You know how it always be all of them like, nah. Or if they did, they didn't say it. They didn't say it. They didn't come at me like that a lot of times because they thought I was like the goofy girl. And I felt like I was more so goofy and dramatic, just a lot of times like that because I didn't want to show I wanted that attention in some sense, if that makes sense. Yeah. I didn't want the attention, but I wanted the attention, if that made sense.
Yeah,
like I get it. I want a guy to say, yeah, you're beautiful, you're cute.
And it's crazy that you say that because although people may look at me and think like, oh, you pretty, a lot of dudes don't show me that they like me or they won't say it. Like they could be thinking it, but a lot of them won't say it.
Do you think sometimes they be like scared? Like it's rejection with everything to me. Yeah. And then if you see a girl speak and she speak like, you definitely ain't finna approach that girl. Yeah,
no, I'm more of I gotta feel people vibe. Yeah. I'm when I go places like, go out day parties. For the most part, I'm working, but I'll go out to like events and day parties, networking events and stuff. And if I get a vibe from females that is like, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I don't think I should say nothing to her. But I try to give like a little smile or whatever, but yeah.
But okay, as a kid growing up and you saying that girls was where you wanted to feel validated in a sense, like a woman telling you pretty made you feel like that you should, because you said you transitioned from girls, you wanted girls to tell you were pretty, and then as you got a teenager, you was like, oh, I want men to tell me that.
Well, it was not necessarily them telling me I was pretty. It was just wanting to be my friend, to be accepted as a friend. Because, sometimes kids back in the day or even now, these little kids be something else. But kids be like, they could be cruel. And it'd be like, well, you're not pretty, so I don't want you to hang with me type situation. Oh, my God.
It used to be like that. Oh, you can't be with the crew because you're not cute enough. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I had a crew. Dang, I had a crew. We had a crew as a kid. Ain't that weird when you growing up like your crew and then you had the little clique names? Did you ever have a clique growing up with your name? What was the name? I know it was a name.
I had a clique with my cousins. We call ourselves the Red Bones.
Oh, because y'all was all light skinned.
Yeah. And then when I was in high school, I was a part of this little clique. But yeah.
No. I was a part of this. We made it was three of us. We always felt like awkward. We was always different from the other girls. We felt like, but we weren't. But at that time, we always had all the clothes, all the shoes. So we used to call each other geared up every school semester. It was Guess, Guess. And we put it on our backpacks. We thought and then when Hot Girls came out, you couldn't tell us nothing. Huh? We thought we was Hot Girls. We had our names on the shirts, Hot Girls. Like, what was that? I think that is a part of self-confidence, too. Yeah. You be feeling like you need to fit in some way and have your little crew and your little cliques, and it makes you feel like you just as good or you just as that. But as we get older, we learn that the crews and all that don't even be matter.
At all.
It's a whole self-love situation on how you build confidence. It's what you believe in yourself. Like, a lot of times we be feeling like you said, we need validation from other people. When did you at what time felt like, okay, I have to love myself? Whatever women and men think of me doesn't matter. Or acceptance from other people doesn't matter.
That honestly came after I had my first son. Mm-hmm. So that didn't happen until I was 21. Oh. I had my first son when I was 20. Well, I turned 21 and then I had him the month after. Mm-hmm. But after, dealing with my kid's dad and him breaking me down, like over time, it was like, once I got away from that, I've always had the confidence before that as a teenager. But after he broke me down after my baby, I decided like I got to bounce back. I always think like, what was I doing and who was I being before this person came into my life and broke me down? Like,
that's important.
Yeah. So you got to snap up out of that. Like, regardless of this person coming in trying to break me down and tear me down from me being who I am. Me being who I am. Like, nah. Who was I being before you came around? Like,
I think that a lot too, because when we young and we get in these relationships, you don't be as pure as you used to be. Mm-hmm. And that bothers me the most, is that I lost the purest time of me. Like my man today, I be thinking like he would never get as pure as as pure as I was growing up, and the way I thought, the way I felt. And I let somebody take that away from me and change me in a sense.
Yeah.
I wish I could give him what I used to have. You know?
Can, though. You can claim that power back.
I claim the power in a sense as in a different way. Mm-hmm. My confidence comes from laughter. My confidence comes from the way I put into other people sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes it's not even what I put in myself. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I make other people happy, I feel good.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
But I always say my purest time, just like when you're in a bad situation, in a bad relationship, and then you get out of that, and you got to regain this whatever back that you ever had. You know, something you never had, and then you gain an even bigger confidence. Mm-hmm. That's what I have with him. I gain an even bigger confidence about myself, stronger, in a sense. Yeah. But, you know, sometimes you want to take away that strongness. You want to break it off a little bit so you won't be as strict or as strong to the person that is strong for you. Your significant other.
Okay, you want to display your softer side a little more.
Softer side a little bit.
You can.
He be telling me I'm a weenie and I'm soft, and I be like, no, I'm not. Because I be trying to make it, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's okay to let it off a little bit. So I think I be realizing what men be talking about with women when we be hard. Yeah. I could be hard. Yeah. So, you know, but I'm not saying that's not confidence.
That's like a defense mechanism. Yeah. Like, I got to display that I'm tough. Like, I feel like I display a lot of toughness that guys are afraid to approach me. But I have to protect myself. I'm big on protecting myself, protecting my peace, because I've been in 2 domestic violence situations. Like, my last domestic violence situation was back in, my relationship ended in 2019. My ex beat me up in my shop with my kids. And that broke me down, like, but then, like I said, I had to snap up out of that. Like, what were you doing? Who were you before he came in and tried to break you?
And what was your self? I always ask myself, what is my self? This mic is getting on my nerve because it keeps coming down. Don't judge me, y'all, because it's annoying. But I always ask myself, what was my self-esteem like to be with somebody? Because I was in a domestic violence situation before for 12 years off and on. Okay. And I never could understand why I kept going back. I still, to this day, don't know why I kept going back. I only could say, like, I must didn't love myself enough to leave this person. Yeah. I always felt guilty in a sense. If I leave him, he's going to need me. Yeah. I always felt all those things. And finding somebody that know you, love you, and appreciate who you are as a person now is so weird. Yeah. I've been with him 6 years. Our anniversary is actually this Saturday. The new guy.
Happy anniversary.
Well, check us in, huh? He dealt with me for a long time. He broke all the little things down.
Okay.
But I love who I am now, but if he met the old me, I think he would have felt even more like, damn, she just so different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, I just feel like we have to switch a lot of times when we get broken. Yeah. And then I know we're supposed to rebuild this great feeling, but you can't help to feel who you were at one point in time that ain't gonna never come back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, but...
What did you do in that sense to rebuild your confidence and rebuild yourself out of that domestic violence situation?
I just decided, like I said before, I honestly thought that the time that it took for me to get away from my kid's dad, because he did the same thing. Like, he broke me down. And he almost made me want to kill myself because I felt bad. Like, how can you treat me like this and I had your 2 kids, you know? Yeah. And it was like, it took me a long time to get free from him and just start loving myself. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't meet the other guy until like probably 10 years later. But it was just, what did you do when you got away from your last? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, I want to be a wife. I had this man kids. I want to marry him. I'm 21. I'm supposed to be out here hot girl and all that. Hot girl
summer.
So I just, in my mind, I'm visioning myself being a wife at 21. And that's not what my kid's dad wanted. So when I was able to get away from him, I'm thinking, I got away. I started loving myself more. And then this next guy did the same thing. It's so similar. I felt like my attachment to him.
Oh, it's the ice machine. Y'all see our faces? Not scared. I thought I locked the doors.
I'm like, are they shooting outside?
Ooh, I was nervous. I kept hearing something, but I didn't know what.
Okay, wait. How many more shots they got now? No, but for my ex, it was like, I don't have no attachments to you. I don't have no kids by you. Like,
I could go.
Yeah, like, so I just had to snap up out of it. I was broken for a minute. I cried. And then, too, is God. Mm-hmm. Like, having faith and knowing who God is and how far he brought me. Like, I be feeling like no matter what man I deal with, they can't break me down.
Man.
Nobody can break me down because I know who my God is.
Nobody can take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh, no. I got to keep on moving. Man, I got to play this song when I do this. Got to put a little clip up with the song.
Yeah.
But no, that's how I be feeling, like you got to keep moving. When you be going through all the trials and tribulations, because after him, it was an up and down roller coaster, but it was just like, now I know. Mm-hmm. But then again, it kind of made me irritated because everything somebody would do, when they do one thing wrong, instead of talking about it, I'll be like, I'm gone because they ain't finna play me. I ain't finna get played no more. No, not me. But I realized how much you be running and not realizing how much you need to deal with it, learn from it, heal from it. Yep. You know how people always say, and before we leave confidence, you know how people always say that, like once somebody hurts you, you'll never be the same. Yeah. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Like
in a sense,
but do you feel like you would never be the same? But I feel like I'm the same, but I'm just a little.
You got boundaries.
Yeah.
When somebody hurts you, it brings up you setting boundaries for yourself and protecting your peace. Like everybody has to know, like nobody else can make you happy. You have to be happy with yourself first. Like
yes.
If you're not happy with yourself first, you can't expect nobody else to come into your life and make you happy, whether it's a friend, a significant other, it don't matter. You have to learn how to be happy with yourself, sit with yourself, learn yourself, heal from childhood trauma as an adult.
Man.
It don't even matter. So
because it just trickles.
Yeah. And it'll affect, like you'll cause yourself to miss out on blessings and building a bond and a connection with somebody that come along in your life because you haven't healed properly. Yeah. And you can cause them to be affected by something somebody else did to you.
Well, what is some advice you can give any woman out there that is suffering with confidence and how to get that how it should be?
Just you gotta really like I said, you gotta sit with yourself. A lot of people are afraid to sit with themselves, to be by themselves. Some people are afraid to be alone. The number one thing, though, that a lot of people don't talk about, though, is therapy. It's okay to go to therapy. It's okay to get you a therapist, a counselor, somebody you could confide in to help you, touch on points and overcome mental things that you deal with, like things that could trigger you and affect you. So if that's something that you might need to take a step with first, then do that. But just learning how to sit with yourself, love on yourself, stand in the mirror by yourself, naked, just nothing, and just look at yourself. Speak positive affirmations to yourself. Mm-hmm. Pray, learn how to pray, talk to God, go to God with everything you do on a daily basis. Do that first. And I feel like once you learn how to accept yourself and love yourself, flaws and all, yes, because we all have flaws, and we have to learn how to accept them and be okay with them. And I think once you take that first step and then listen to, like, it's the frequencies, like the energy, the frequencies, the music that you listen to too. Like if you are a woman who's seeking to be loved by someone or just to be loving to yourself, you have to change this. You can't be listening to all this ratchet stuff all the time. Like you have to, when you
change your mindset.
Yeah. When you sitting by yourself, you have to listen to certain music. I love Jhené Aiko. She got me through so many.
Really?
Yes.
To me, it seemed like she go dark. She go deep and dark.
Yeah, it's her moments, like, but she have a lot of songs. It could be songs you could skip through too, because, like I said, nobody's perfect, but you could tell like her certain songs that she have. It'd be like, okay, I can't do that one, Janae. But she do have songs that are like beautiful, and they will put you in a mindset of just loving and caring for yourself.
I love that. I say with me, the biggest thing I've learned is prayer, because I prayed a lot to heal out of situations. And you know how much you pray about some things, you don't even realize you praying about it so much. I pray about like whatever I go through, God, let me keep my head up in the situation. Let me not fall in the situation. I went to therapy today. It's crazy. I went to therapy today on my lunch break. Well, we did it on the phone because we ain't going inside. They still believe in COVID, but COVID is real. But my therapist was telling me, she was like, I'm suffering from stress and don't realize I am. And I kept saying, girl, I'm not stressed. Why you keep saying I'm stressed? So when she talked to me and got deep into what I'm feeling, oh, damn, yeah, Janine, you are stressed.
Yeah. Sometimes we stress and we don't even realize
We don't even realize it. So the first thing I would say if you want to build confidence is prayer. Second thing I would say is, like you say, stay in a positive environment, stay around positive people, and be around people that are doing something.
Yep.
And don't have the same issues as you. Yeah. Sometimes you be sunk into their issues and your issues, and then you just be sunk into their
because y'all be trauma bonding.
Yeah.
Don't trauma bond. We can't trauma bond.
It will keep you in the bond.
Yeah.
But on that note, I do want to get into another thing where I wanted y'all to know this. She came to my networking experience event, and it's so crazy because I want to use you for my live show for something. I'll tell you off the camera.
Okay.
But I am having a second annual networking experience. If you want to sponsor, be a part of it, let me know. I'm not looking for too many vendors. I don't really have that many thoughts about vendors, but yeah, it's going to be a great experience. And it's about empowering women. It's about inspiring women and men, because we have a men this time. It's about inspiring men and women and to do better, to go after your dreams. And everybody has a story. So don't be afraid that your story is not going to ever, that your story will not will affect you to not move forward. Because a lot of people think, oh, I've been through this, I've been through that, and I'm not going to make it because I've been through all these things. You'll meet people just like you in the room. You'll see people on the panel that you would not believe that went through hell to get where they are. I have a doctor that's coming. She's a nurse practitioner. She's been a nurse practitioner for years. I've been knowing her for years. I didn't know her journey, and when I heard her journey, I'm like, you would never think that. You're a pediatrician. You're a nurse practitioner. How you had time to go through stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check it out. Tickets will be on sale soon. But back to Kia. Kia has a company that I admire. And I admire you in so many ways because you always show confidence. You always seem like you speak light in yourself. You speak a lot and that's why I thought this episode would be dope for you, because dope for us, because what you're doing and what did you call it? Passion and purpose?
Passion with purpose.
Passion with purpose is her business.
It's crazy that you said it like that, because Passion and Purpose is a nonprofit that I just started.
See? I love it. And tell us more about that, your nonprofit and your business as well.
So my business, basically, Passion with Purpose, was me. I've been braiding hair since I was 15. I specialize.
That's a good side hustle, I must say.
I used to braid hair on the side after school. In high school, I used to sell candy at school. I'd come home, braid hair, and braid hair on the weekend.
You always had money?
I wish I was smarter with it, though. Because I would have been farther. But, you know, everything is a learning experience in life. But Passion with Purpose, I basically created it because I have a story to tell. I guess, in a sense, like, we all have to go through life and figure out what our purpose is. And I figured out my purpose behind my passion, which is braiding hair. And I started my business because I got fired from a job. They didn't care that I had kids. They didn't care that Christmas was right around. They fired me right after Thanksgiving, girl, and I was so sick.
I wanted that holiday pay.
Yeah. But no, I went into it like, this is something that I enjoyed. I love the fact that I could wake up every day and have a client to do their hair. Like, when my clients come, they my clients tell me I'm a therapist. I'm a counselor.
I believe it. Your hairdressers be the best people to listen to, the best people to talk to. They be the best.
Certified, but
check you in.
The fact that I like to speak life into people. I like to try to help people figure out. I like to figure out a solution. We all got problems. We're going to talk about this problem 1 or 2 times, but we're going to figure out a solution.
Yes.
You know? So I just figured I'd share my journey with everybody, telling them how being a single mom, losing my job, I started braiding out of my apartment in my kitchen. Then I went to my cousin Chanel. She opened the shop right here on La Brea.
Oh, yeah.
I went and worked there with her for a year. Then I went to a shop in Carson. And then from there, I transitioned to my private studio. And then 2018, I had a beauty supply and a braid studio.
Oh, you was moving. You've been booming and moving ever since.
Yeah.
With all that you was going through personally, you was still able to conquer so many things.
Yeah, but you know what? I think for me, I bury myself in my hustle. When I go through stuff.
Me too.
If I really lock in, I'm going to make a lot of stuff happen. So whether I get hurt in a relationship or something happen that's stressing me out, I just lock in with my hustle.
I go to work for sure. That helps me. I'll be doing overtime. They're like, you did 60 hours of overtime? You only get 80.
Yeah. So I just share my journey. Before I moved away to Arizona and I was a stripper. I used to dance in Arizona. I did that for a year. And when I came back, because of court stuff with my kids, I just decided I had to stay in LA because of all of that. I'm like, okay, God, I don't know where I'm headed or what's going to happen, but I trust you. And I promise I won't go back to that lifestyle, doing that type of stuff. I know it's not right, but everybody got to get their money some kind of way. So I did what I needed to do for me and my son. And when I came back to LA, I didn't know where I was headed, what was going to happen. I was just like, God, I trust you. And whatever's going to happen from here. And I had got a job driving buses and lost it. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm about to buckle down. I love doing hair. I'm going to just do it. So when I moved into my private studio, I named it Passion with Purpose because it was a journey before I got there.
Right.
So I just figured my purpose and my passion combined was me being able to do what I love and then tell people my journey on how far I've come.
That is so dope. And you was teaching classes. I seen you on the damn news. I said, she is really moving with a purpose. She got on the news. Yeah. And they was wearing them. The lady was so funny when she was talking to you. I was laughing. I'm like, she want to put on the cap with the braids on it. She was serious. So I just want to say, if you haven't got your flowers from anybody, you're going to get them from me today. I don't have no flowers.
We can take these beautiful flowers off there.
Yeah, we can take one of those flowers over there. But I do want to say, if no one has given me a flowers, I'm proud of you as a woman, woman to woman, because it's hard out here for us, and people don't realize it. They think we got it easy, but we don't.
Right. We don't.
We don't. We working hard out here. Before we get stop with the my train of thought always loses, but it's okay. But before we go to anything else, I want to ask you this. When you buckle down and all is done with you, are you happy?
I am.
And that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, for me, being an entrepreneur, it's hard. I don't have no fallback. So my grind and my hustle is all I got, being an entrepreneur and a single mom. So I constantly got to be coming up with new ways to do this, do that, make sure I'm on top of booking my clients and getting people in. And I try to incorporate selling oils, creating my caps, and teaching my braiding classes. So I constantly got to be on the go and making sure I'm lining up for all my revenue to just flow, But at the end of the day, when I know that providing my services to people when they get up on my chair and they happy, because I specialize in covering up bald spots. So a lot of people don't talk about
alopecia and all of that. Oh, okay, that's dope.
Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about that, but a lot of our black women, they suffer from that. And you can't really tell who got it, but a lot of my clients that are older, it's from thyroid medicine. And then they have this thing where their hair come out at the top. So they may have hair all around, or they might not have hair on the sides, but they got hair. So if you got hair where I can just grip something, I'm going to create you a style to cover up your bald spots where it's like your scalp can breathe and you don't have to wear these wigs. When it get hot, the summertime coming up, y'all. So
better shout out to Kid. Go get your braids now.
I got y'all. If you got any type of alopecia issues, I can give you some type of braid style where you don't have to worry about wearing that hot wig for the summer, okay? Holla at me.
Please holla at him.
So, yeah, I just when they get up on my chair and they happy about the service that I provided for them, that makes me happy. Like, that's success to me.
I love that. That is dope. You know why? Because a lot of people are not passionate about everything they do. And when people love what they do, they show you they love what they do by covering your bald spots.
Right.
Making oil, doing things to make their client even more happier and want to keep coming back. You know what? That's just so dope. I got somebody for you too. Because somebody just said they edges, is it edges too?
Edges, yeah. If they got something I could grip, like if it's something in the middle, something here, you might not have nothing here, or you got something here but nothing here, I'm going to give you something.
Okay, well, we're going to figure that out right there. On that note, I do want to say before we leave, do you want to shout out any brand, anything you want to shout out before we go?
This brand right here, you guys. I'm wearing my boys. I have 2 sons, age 15 and 10. They created their own brand. It's called Black Owned and Black Operated, and it's the lifestyle brand. It's called Own Who You Are. As a people, as Black people, we need to learn how to own who we are as a person. So this is my boys' brand. And
it's cute.
Shout out to you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. I told myself I need to invite her, and I just haven't. And then I looked at your post today. I was like, I'm going to invite her today and see if she comes.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing to do, so I had to pull up. I was actually waiting for you to do your next event. I'm like, okay, I had my mindset on being a part of whatever panel you was
you're going to be on the panel.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I got you. I said, see, it's so funny because I'm having a live show. I'm like, I want to use certain people with certain personalities with certain things.
Okay.
I know my mind be everywhere, y'all.
Yeah,
but I focus because I already told her at the last thing. I said, I'm going to need to put you on the panel. And I wasn't lying. But on that note, it's your girl G9. I want to shout out Kid for coming through. Make sure you follow her. Tell them where to follow you at.
_MSKIA_.
Miss Kia, y'all. She been looking bomb girl on them pictures. She been going to prom. She been going. It was your cousin prom.
Yeah, my cousin. She had a prom birthday party.
See, that is so much fun. Why my friends don't be doing? My friends don't be doing nothing like that. Everybody just having babies and sitting down. I don't got nothing to do. See, I'm older.
I to the stuff then.
It's because I don't be having time because I be going to work.
Oh, see everybody know. For me, I open my schedule up monthly, so I tell all my cousins, my friends, if y'all having something, let me know so I can block it off.
Period. Okay. On that note, I thank you, and I thank you, to the audience. Make sure if you are looking to build anything in your world around you, surround you right now, anything. Build yourself first. Other people are not going to be able to help what you can control with your own self, with your mindset. Change your mindset, get in shape, and get that bag. Go get that bag. Go get that bag. Go get that bag. Bye, y'all.